Oh, you scared the crap out of me. Me, being Chris Rausch, the host of Rausch TV and the guy that's running for the Senate out of District 30. Thank you for tuning back in. This is episode number 6. You caught me doing some really important reading for the campaign, brushing up on some of the big issues before the election gets here. And the reason why it's so important right now is that we're just like about a mere 3 months away from Election Day. That means that this is officially campaign season. You can smell it in the air. People are smiling walking down the streets, just waiting for people to knock on doors and talking to their neighbors, yard signs from sea to shining sea, and of course wonderful television ads where people slam their political opponents and say all kinds of nasty things about them. Yeah, it's all a little bit nauseating, but it's also incredibly fun, and I'm always happy when it comes around. And so because it's fun, we're going to have a fun show today. We're going to start things off with Mr. Fun Pants himself leading us in through song. That's right, it's fake mail edition of Rausch TV. That means we have fake letters from make-believe people so we can read them and clear out some space in my fake mailbox so my fake subscription to Cheese of the Month can come through and I have plenty of room. And speaking of which, in all reality, not fake, look into getting some cheese every now and then in the mail. You would not believe how happy it will make you, and how magical the post office and the postal service can become if you just open up your heart to it. So give it some thought. All right, let's start off with our fake piece of mail number 1. It reads, "Dear Chris, how do you keep your beard so luminous?" And this is from facialhairfan@hotmail.com. Thank you, Facial Hair Fan. It's really quite simple, and the Beatles couldn't have said it better. All you need is love. You need to show your beard the love it deserves and needs. That means, A, shampooing. It's a must. You got to keep that thing clean. There are actually shampoos that are made specifically for beards, so you can look into that, or just go with your regular shampoo. 2, there are things like beard oils that you can investigate. That's going to give your beard some softness. It's not for everybody, but you can check it out. 3, you of course want to do the proper landscaping. That means electric clippers, it means scissors, it means just making sure that you have proper lengths and everything is groomed to your satisfaction. This is not like a dry elbow, okay? This is something that's on your face. It is your duty, and it demands the proper amount of TLC. Think of it like a dog that you bring home, right? You can't just bring it home from the pound and let it run around so it can do whatever the hell it wants to do. You have to take care of it. You have to groom it. You have to do whatever the beard metaphor would be for letting a dog outside to go poop. You need to take care of that beard, and when you do that, it will impress the world. All right, number 2, let's see here. I got a good feeling about this. I think this is going to make us feel really good and touch our heartstrings. Dear liberal scum, well, we ran out of that idea pretty fast. Why should I vote for you when Republican politicians in North Dakota and the conservative media in the state tell me that Democrats are out of touch with North Dakota values? Sincerely, Trollboy67. Well, Trollboy, good question. The answer to that, of course, is that this idea that Democrats are all out of touch with North Dakota values is nonsense. It's kind of like the book Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, where the kids go through the wardrobe and suddenly they're transported to the magical world of Narnia. Well, here it's like you go through the wardrobe and it's just utter and complete nonsense everywhere. This is something that's been pushed by, of course, GOP leaders and their amigos in the press because it's a political tactic, of course. It's something for the campaign season, trying to convince you to keep the Republican supermajority in and not vote for Democrats. It's something that's worked in the past, and so why not, of course, try it again. And here they've given a new spin, and recently they've talked about, well, this is a party that's being led by Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton, and so they're of course out of touch with North Dakotans. And to that I have 2 words in reply. Say what? This is coming from people in a party who have Donald Trump as the leader of their party, as their forebearer, as the person who is waving the flag for all Republicans, okay? And a lot of Republicans do not like this guy, but we're talking about the people who are making these comments and trying to make distinctions here. This is a guy who has insulted war veterans, who has mocked the handicapped, who has gone on racist tirades, who has compared his penis size on stage in debates, who insults the looks of other candidates' wives, all right? His disgusting piggish behavior is not in touch with North Dakota values. And so it is absolutely absurd for people who have embraced him and who have endorsed him and his ideas to then come around and try saying that all Democrats are out of touch with North Dakota values. It's crazy, okay? And it's also crazy for another really obvious reason, and that's that no 2 people are the same. That goes for people in general, and it goes for Democrats, it goes for all politicians and people involved in politics. We're all individual snowflakes, and we all have our uniqueness and our differences. It would be like saying that, every member of the New Orleans Pelicans NBA team are going to suffer forever with poor jump shots, okay? It's absurd. It's like saying that all firemen love nothing more than to shimmy down that pole in the firehouse. Also absurd. It's like saying that all Republicans like pears. Now, pears are delicious, but I wouldn't be so bold to assume that all Republicans like pears. It would be crazy to just assume something like that. And it's also crazy to say that Democrats are, across the board out of touch with North Dakota values. This is a person-by-person situation, no matter what the party is. Some people are going to align with what you believe in, some people aren't. Some people you're going to think are going to be better leaders for the state, and some people are not. And those people cross party lines. And it's up to you to investigate all the candidates that you have the ability to vote for and make a decision based on what you can see. You can go on their websites, you can send them emails or letters, ask them questions. You can do a lot of homework and find out for yourself who those folks are that you feel are in line with your values and would make the best choices for North Dakota. Speaking of mail, I love this fake fan mail, but we don't have to always do fake fan mail. In fact, you can send me real mail, and I can take a look at that and answer it. If you have any questions of me, you can go on to rauschforsenate.com. You can email me at rauschforsenate@gmail.com. Drop me a line, ask me questions about my beliefs, about my positions on things, about what I think about the race, what I think about my latest cheese endeavors. Hit me up. Again, rauschforsenate.com or rauschforsenate@gmail.com. We'll see you next time on Rausch TV.